Today, we're going to dive into one single, powerful moment in Buddhist scripture. It's a moment of just pure, overwhelming joy that actually reveals a stunning truth about our own potential. And trust me, this isn't just some ancient story. It's more like a blueprint for a universal awakening.
So it all kicks off with this incredible quote from Śāriputra, who was one of the Buddha's most respected disciples. He says, "Hearing this truthful voice of yours, I feel like dancing with joy. I've never felt like this before." Now just think about that. This isn't just feeling good. This is pure can't hold it in ecstasy, from a guy known for his incredible wisdom and composure.
And that leads us right to the big question. Why? What on earth could make the Buddha's wisest disciple suddenly feel a joy so intense he had never experienced anything like it before? Well, the answer is all about what he believed right before this happened. You see, just moments before this wave of joy hit him, Śāriputra was living with a really deep regret. His sorrow was all tied up in what he understood to be two very different and very unequal paths to enlightenment. Okay, so on the one hand, you had the path of the disciple. The goal here was to end your own suffering and get personal liberation. A really noble goal for sure. But it came with this heavy sense of limitation. Why? Because they could see this other path, the path of the bodhisattva. And that path was about attaining the Buddha's own boundless insight in order to help all beings. Śāriputra was convinced he was stuck on that first path, forever locked out of reaching that ultimate potential. And then, everything changed. The Buddha makes this revolutionary announcement, revealing what the source material calls his highest teaching. The game was about to change completely.
So, what was this highest teaching? Well, the Buddha basically revealed that everything he had taught up to that point was just a preparatory course, a warm-up act. This new teaching was his true, final enlightenment. And its core message was an absolute bombshell. The ultimate potential to become a Buddha exists within every single being, not just a select few, everyone.
This was a massive shift in perspective. You know, those preparatory lessons, they were all about ending your personal suffering. The path Śāriputra thought was his only destination, but the true enlightenment, it completely reframed the entire journey. It was a revelation that the highest goal wasn't reserved for a few, but was available to everyone. And this is the moment. This is when the light bulb goes on for Śāriputra. Hearing this new teaching, he has this profound realization that just completely shatters all of his old, limiting beliefs. This is it, the simple, earth-shattering truth that sparked his joy. He suddenly got it. He wasn't limited to just ending his own suffering. He, too, would one day become a Buddha. The very path he thought was permanently close to him was, in fact, wide open. In that instant, all that regret just vanished, replaced by this explosive, dance-worthy joy. And here's the most beautiful part. This wasn't just some personal win for Śāriputra. His joy was so powerful because the promise was for everyone in that assembly. This was a universal awakening. That joy just spread like wildfire. Everyone there suddenly realized that their teacher wouldn't be the only Buddha they would ever meet, because they were surrounded by future Buddhas. They themselves had that same potential. And this points to such a profound idea, right? When you are truly assured of your own highest potential, you finally start to see that same incredible potential in everyone else. The door was now officially open to all. So at the end of the day, Śāriputra's joy came from a new teaching that just blew his perceived limitations out of the water. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What limiting beliefs are we holding on to about ourselves? And what higher teaching, what new perspective or piece of wisdom could come along and unlock a potential in you that you never even knew you had?